Hi folks, welcome to Rudy Vision. Today I'm going to discuss some of the investment opportunities that will be coming up in the ESO Anniversary Event for 2022. All right, first off, with the ESO Anniversary Jubilee Event, they're going to be making some changes from what I'm hearing, and one of the big changes that has been talked about, and we'll have to see whether they implement it or not. There's a strong probability that they will implement it based on what I'm seeing so far, but they are going to be doing the grab bag again. And if you remember from the Halloween event about 2 years ago when they did the grab bag is something you would purchase with event tickets. And in the purchase that you get with the grab bag, you would get some of the older motifs and older style pages that were specifically targeted for that event. So applying that now, if they do that with the ESO anniversary event this year, the style pages that have been typically given out for this event will go into the grab bag, and the worm cult motif style pages are going to be also in that grab bag. So that means the worm cult motif will no longer be dropping during this event if they do the grab bag. You will have to get it with the purchase of event tickets, and you will randomly get what you need. If you only need, let's say, a helmet motif, then it will give you a helmet motif if that's the only one you needed from the grab bag, and whatever else you may need also. But that's how it's going to work on that. So, again, there's no final say on this. We'll have to find out when the event launches officially. But until then, it looks like they are going to be doing this implementation with the anniversary event. So, what this means for investments, if you have the worm cult motif and they implement this new policy with regards to the older motifs and the older style pages with the anniversary event, worm cult motifs are going to skyrocket in price. So if you have them, you probably want to mark them up pretty high during the event because they won't be dropping anymore, unless, of course, you have event tickets. Now, with regards to event tickets, if you get them that way, it may or may not be bound, so you're going to have to look at the title on that because sometimes it will be a bounded motif item, so you can't put it up for sale necessarily. Although I could be wrong, and they might allow it to be traded with other players. But again, it's a wait and see. And the more information we learn on this, the more I can tell you about it. Also, you want to save all the rare motifs you get from the drop boxes during this event that are with regards to the DLC dungeons. In particular, the newer dungeons. Not the ones that have been years old and done with, but the newer DLC dungeons, because those motifs are still a pretty good price range that you can sell it at. So you want to definitely grab those, and if you find them cheap in the market during this event, definitely buy them up because they're going to go more expensive as time goes on. Now, during this event, what you can expect to see is material goods such as mats, specifically with crafting. Some being on the lower end, the really, really low end of the spectrum, like iron ingots, and some being on the high end of the spectrum for the end of level mats, like the rubidite igneous. Those two mats are going to go a little bit higher in price because there's going to be a heavy demand in crafting. And because of that heavy demand in crafting, people are going to be either buying up these materials so they can do their crafting, or it's going to be heavily traded. So that's something to keep an eye on for. And especially with the jewelry crafting materials as well, you can expect some possible price increases or higher demand on those items because there is going to be a lot of crafting done. Because as far as I know, still crafting is one of those activities that will earn you a drop box. Also, another thing that's going to be occurring is there's going to be a lot of PvP activity during this event. And the reason for that is the Cyrodiil Town Quest are a daily that you can earn a drop box on. Unless they change this, but you can expect PvP activity is going to increase tenfold. And as a result of that, food and EXP potions and regular potions, all three of those items are going to be sought after. So definitely, when you're putting up items for sale, this is something that you want to put up for sale because it's going to be in demand. There's going to be a lot of people leveling their characters up. There's going to be a lot of people doing PvP as a direct result of those drop boxes. So keep that in the back of your mind. So to recap, anything that's PvP related will increase in value. Materials are going to be sought after for crafting. And of course, the worm cult style motif pages are going to be sought after as well because they're no longer going to drop during this event, unless, of course, there's a final change and they decide against doing that. So, that is my investment advice to keep an eye out for as this event takes place. And I'm thinking that it's going to take place in the beginning of April, like it's always been. Usually the first week of April is when they launch the ESO Anniversary Event, and they got a cool new cake that is coming out. I think it looks like a square blue cake from what I've seen. Looks pretty neat. So don't forget to pick up your cake from this year. You only get one time a year to pick up these cakes with event tickets, so don't forget to do that as well. All right, folks, that concludes my investment advice for the upcoming ESO Anniversary Jubilee event. If you like this video, please hit the like button and become a subscriber. I put out videos on Elder Scrolls Online each and every week, and I'll see you next time.